Hi, everyone. This is Michelle Gramoglia, the President and CEO here at Woodland Pond, and this is my weekly address for a Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, March 26th, 2024. Really kind of hard to believe, isn't it? I think I'm going to start with some calendar updates or just reminders for everyone to be thinking about. Today at 3 p.m. in the PAC, our Mental Health and Wellness Task Force is bringing an excellent opportunity for everyone to learn about considerations for funeral planning, memorial services, those kinds of things. That is coming to us from Paul Hammerall from Hammerall Copeland Funeral Home right here in New Paltz. So everyone is welcome to attend that. Again, that's at 3 p.m. today in the PAC. We also have a presentation by the play readers this evening in the PAC at 7 p.m., which you're not going to want to miss. Tomorrow at 3 p.m., we have our quarterly resident association meeting. And I know there's lots queued up for that. So every resident is invited and encouraged to come to these meetings. This is where the Residents Council gives you updates that they think are important from their perspective. And we do encourage everyone to come to that meeting. On Thursday, we have baseball opening day. So baseball season for the majors is going to kick off on Thursday. And we've got a bunch of great food items that are going to be available, take me out to the ball game kind of things. We encourage everyone to wear something baseball related to work, to play, residents, whatever you have that's baseball themed, certainly feel free to go ahead and put that on. And we've got some activities and things for you on that day as well. On Friday at 2 p.m. in the PAC, we will be having a Good Friday service. And I should probably have it in front of me. I'm sure it's brought to us by someone on the Interfaith Committee. I didn't have a chance to print everything out, but there will be a Good Friday service at 2 p.m. in the PAC on Friday. I think that's what we've got for calendar updates for right now. Now, looking at some other things, we have, there will be early voting happening. This says 10 a.m. on Wednesday the 27th, so that must be tomorrow. I guess it could be April, but I think it's tomorrow. So at 10 a.m. on Wednesday the 27th, we will have an opportunity for you to do early voting, and then 10 a.m. on Saturday the 30th. There will also be an opportunity for early voting. Those are going to happen at the community center, which is on 3 Veterans Drive in New Paltz. So if you can't get on our transportation at 10 a.m. on either Wednesday or Saturday, but you still want to get in for early voting, you will be able to do that yourself by going to Veterans Drive. A totally separate and unrelated reminder, Woodland Pond is a no smoking campus. No cigarettes, no marijuana, no vapes, no nothing. If you happen to see someone that is smoking, or you suspect that someone is smoking in their apartment or cottage, or you see a vendor that's smoking, please report that to concierge or reception right away with specifics of what you've seen, because it's very unpleasant for residents, very unpleasant for staff, but it's just also prohibited on campus. For health and cleanliness reasons. We did get a report yesterday that a bunch of cigarette butts were found out by one of the wings. It shouldn't be happening. You got to let us know, and we're going to talk to the people that are involved. There is absolutely no smoking. It's dangerous. It's gross. People don't like it. Sorry to the smokers, but we know that all that stuff's true. Either way, it's prohibited on campus. The next thing, this is really important. You are all going to be starting to get opportunities to give us feedback on, renovation ideas as we issue them to you. And at this point, everyone should have seen, hopefully, the management Q&A recording from last week, where we went over the first concept drawings from the interior design firm for the community center space. I just want to reiterate, and this is really important, these are completely fluid at this point. What we're working on right now is a repository to be able to confirm to you that your feedback has been received. At this point, we've spoken to a few residents. Residents have spoken to me. They've spoken to David Roberts. We want to just get you a confirmation that that conversation has been recorded and that that information has been shared with the design team. Everything that's been discussed with us to date, either David or myself, has already been shared with the design team. So we don't need to have those conversations again. Anyone that's spoken to us yet has already had that information already communicated to the design team. Right now, the design team is simply the interior designer. We haven't even selected an architect yet. So again, everything is very malleable. Obviously, we have things that and priorities that we want to accomplish, but your feedback is crucial. And we're just working on a way to get you the confirmation that your information has been recorded and already shared with the design team. But those that have already spoken to either David or I, that has already happened. This is your confirmation of that. We will send email confirmations in the meantime until we get an actual form, probably an electronic form of some kind prepared. To that point, everyone should have received an email that your comments, questions, and concerns related to design issues, logistics, expansion, everything should flow through David. It's not talking with me. It's not talking with Lindsay. It's not talking with Jason. It's not talking with Tom Tango. It's talking with David Roberts. We hired him specifically to be a liaison between residents and our design team, our management team. This is his full-time job. So we're going to direct any questions that come forth on anything related to renovation or expansion, excluding the financial piece, which I give updates to the financial committee every month. Everything should be directed to David, and you will be directed to David. So if you come to concierge or to Lindsay and you say, you have some ideas, you have some questions, Lindsay is going to direct you to Dave Roberts, and he will be your go-to. His office is located down in Tom and Rob's office suite, down on the lower level. And he's going to welcome everyone and everyone's feedback, and he's getting that stuff transmitted to our design team right away. The next thing, and this is also tied into feedback, tomorrow we are going to be doing an email validation and use inquiry survey to your email address. Okay. It's going to come from SurveyMonkey. SurveyMonkey is the name of the subscription that we're using to hopefully now move all of our surveys, all of our feedback loops to. So before we do that migration, we want to make sure that everyone is actively using, or to understand how actively our residents are using the email that we have on file for you. For those that we do not have an email address on file, you have heard from Lisa at Concierge to ask, are you interested in having an email? That was for independent living. For assisted living, we're still evaluating, same thing for skilled nursing and for Garden View. This is solely for residents right now that we're doing the validation. This does not extend to loved ones at this point. We expect that we'll do an email validation survey for loved ones probably in the next few weeks. But tomorrow, please go into your email, look for a survey from SurveyMonkey, and please respond to it. It's just going to have a couple of questions. But this is going to help not only our work with the renovation and expansion for feedback loop, but also sustainability committee is interested in this. And then we have another exciting project I'm going to tell you about in a second. But please do validate your email for us so that we know that we're communicating with you regularly. Okay, exciting project to be on the horizon. So for a number of years, a lot of folks have asked us about, is there an opportunity for us to begin helping you to memorialize the important parts of your life for posterity, for creative reasons, and also maybe for your families. And we have purchased a tool that's going to help us help you to do that. And it's going to be a great opportunity. What we're going to do is Lindsay, my assistant, is going to come up with a schedule, and she's going to send out, once we've got the email validations through SurveyMonkey, questions on a regular basis for you to answer. This is all essentially a prompted opportunity for you to create a memoir. So Lindsay's volunteered to sort of take the lead on that. We purchased a program to help us sort of organize this in a way that reflects on your whole life to the extent that you can. Obviously, participation is completely optional, and we're not rolling anything out just yet, but want you to think about that. And our goal with that program is going to be to devise a program that gets us all the way through up until about the holidays, and then have finished works by the holidays, so that if you'd like to give these as gifts to your family, you certainly can do so. I think it would be a wonderful gift to receive from any family member, to learn more about you in your own words and the things that you want to have memorialized. So we're really excited to help you be able to do that. So stay tuned on that. The last thing I just wanted to mention relates to the Medicare Advantage plan message that I talked about last week. We are currently in the last couple of days for Medicare Advantage open enrollment. And so for those of you that heard my cautionary tale, and for those that this resonated with, you do have the opportunity for the next 3 days until March 31st to swap out of your Medicare Advantage plan and go into a traditional Medicare plan with a secondary insurance. I implore you to consider it. If you did not watch my address last week, please do so, about the pitfalls, the real life pitfalls that we are seeing with residents in these Medicare Advantage plans. I do completely understand that these are marketed to you. They're very attractive if you're essentially healthy. But once you start to really need things like hospitalization and then potential rehab care, pretty much across the board, these plans are not going to meet your needs. I'm just going to say it point blank. I'm not going to go through everything again. You can watch this on my address from last Tuesday. That's available on our YouTube channel. For the loved ones that watch these addresses, please, if your family member here at Woodland Pond has an Advantage plan through Medicare, an alternate to Medicare, please watch that and understand why we are concerned. Yes, it will cost you, a little bit more money, but it is so worth it in the end to be able to have clinicians either at the hospital level or at the rehab level be able to actually clinically drive your care rather than the HMO driving your care. The plans seem great until you really need them. So just please watch that cautionary tale and just keep in mind that you've got 3 more days to swap for 2024. And then that window will open back up for you in 2025. I can be reached with any questions, any comments, and we can go from there, but you all know how to get in touch with me. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.